This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Do you have a point of sale system you can trust, or is it a real POS? You need Shopify for retail. From accepting payments to managing inventory, Shopify POS has everything you need to sell in person. Go to shopify.com/system, all lowercase, to take your retail business to the next level today. That's shopify.com/system.
Hello and welcome to Lifetime on Court, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Current.
I am Carmen Clark.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. You're Carmen Clark.
Oh.
I wrote that song yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I love it.
Okay.
Spent all day.
Love it. Carmen is back on the podcast because, you know, we have a female trapped in some small space. So I had to call Carmen up.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
And be like, girl.
I guess this is starting to be a theme.
It's a weird theme that we have going,
But
I will
it's
take
necessary. It's necessary for some reason.
important to talk about women being trapped in small spaces.
Yeah. And I'm going to say right now, fourth time is a charm because this movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Just gonna,
Nice.
Spoiler alert.
There you go.
I've never enjoyed a Lifetime movie. And
Right.
I really enjoyed
And
this
you enjoyed
movie.
this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, sometimes if you have good actors who can like deliver on the material, and the people, of course, were involved in the movie because it's a rip from the headline, so they're involving the victims of the crimes or whatever.
Yeah.
In the making of the
In the
movies,
making,
yeah.
with varied results. Like
Yeah.
the Nexium cult one that we covered, we were like, she kind of like at the end it was like, buy her book, and it's like, I don't want to buy her book.
Yeah,
This is a
no.
commercial for her book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's just like, she survived.
She,
You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this happened to me and I survived it.
and
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Drew, today, because I haven't told you the title at all.
No.
We've been like getting set up, getting ready, just kind of like hanging out, braiding each other's hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I have some sweet braids.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
They look great.
So today we are talking about Abducted, the Mary Stauffer Story. Say that 3 times fast.
The Mary Stauffer Story.
Mary Stauffer Story.
Abducted. The Mary
Story.
Stauffer Story.
Okay, great. I guess you can say it 3 times fast.
Not
Never mind.
that hard.
It stars Alyson Hannigan from How I Met Your Mother and
Oh.
Buffy, of course.
Yeah.
That's how most people probably know her.
Yeah.
But actually, more people probably know her from How I Met Your Mother, which is sad.
Yeah.
It is sad for her.
I
Yes.
mean, that
And-
was a successful, good show.
Yeah, it was good
It was funny.
for a while
Yeah.
until
It
something
had-
better came along.
It had funny things.
Until Big Bang Theory. Just kidding. I hate Big Bang Theory.
Don't you do it.
Kaylee Cuoco, we hate you, Kaylee Cuoco. Goodbye. Also starring Howie Lai.
Howie Lai.
Is
Howie Lai.
I don't
that a
know.
person I'm supposed to know?
No, but he's the guy who's the bad
Of course,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there
okay.
was one
One
person.
Asian. Well, 2.
No, you're right. There was that other.
But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Drew, this might be a twin situation.
It's a true story. It might not have POC.
right.
Because it's a true story. It's not all true stories have POCs involved.
Right. You
No,
know,
this one does though.
this one totally
Good.
does.
It's like a very main character.
Right.
Great.
It is wild, and I've never heard of this case before.
Me
so
neither.
And I'm
Sorry,
like,
I screamed.
No.
But like, I am a true crime fan. I went and looked on every podcast that I listened to, searching like Mary Stauffer, because I'm like, how have I not? How is there a woman who's kidnapped and I haven't heard about it?
Sure.
I literally had that thought.
I can't
And I
remember.
realized it was ridiculous, but
I can't remember the one that I've heard about this before. I think it's Generation Y. Maybe had
Oh,
something
okay.
on
I
it.
didn't look on that.
I think that was the one where I
Heard about it.
because most true crimes do murders, and this didn't end up in
Sure.
a
Sometimes
murder.
they do abductions, though.
Yeah. And this is very much in line with all the other true crime ones we've covered with the people getting abducted in various ways and becoming sex slaves or whatever. happens. But this one's different, and you'll see why, Drew.
Yeah.
So jumping into the movie. So, as we've said, it's part of Hallmark, Lifetime's ripped from. God, I don't want to see Hallmark's ripped from the headline story. That would be so weird.
They're like, dog stuck in a tree.
Right.
Was rescued.
Save the kitty.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Lifetime's ripped from the headline series. And the movie starts out, we get a voiceover from the actual woman and footage of her and her husband and her daughter, like
Wait,
video footage.
that
You know
Like
what I mean?
actual
Real?
footage, yeah.
I thought it was the real voice.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, maybe it wasn't the real
Yeah.
voice, but it's showing like home movie clips, not of the real person, but of like Alyson Hannigan and the daughter and the husband, like,
Okay. Mhm.
doing normal things. She's talking about like, you know, people get faced with a lot of like troubles in life, and it's how you face your troubles and overcome them that shows like who you really are as a person.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Sure.
setting the scene, setting up what's going to happen. You know,
Yeah.
normally it's like,
Also, yeah, God comes up here because
oh yes, she's a woman of faith.
there's a
Okay.
lot of God.
Okay.
And, you know, I have no comment either way on it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's her story. It's what she did and
Sure.
how she got through it.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like at church, you know. She's a woman of the faith. Her husband is going on a missionary trip. Like
Ooh.
they're like real into that whole scene. They love that scene. That,
love
that,
that scene.
missionary
They really
scene.
yeah.
They go to like missionary like dances.
They have missionary sex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that's all they have.
Only, yeah. Only
Yes.
that.
Right. So she's like saying goodbye to everyone at the congregation because like it's
By
her.
the way, nothing wrong with missionary sex, guys.
Hey,
I'm
you
not-
know.
I
It's
ain't-
fine. Yeah.
I am not maligning missionaries.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. So she's like saying goodbye to everyone, and because it's her husband, and her daughter, they're going to be going away, and where
their
I don't
son,
know
There's
where.
also another child. The Philippines also. I just watched this morning.
Oh, there's
so.
a son. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Well, he
Wow.
must not be important.
Yeah, there's definitely a son.
Well, sure. Okay, her son too. Who cares? Who cares? The son does not matter. So later, she's taking the daughter to the beauty salon, and they're gonna like get all their like things done before they go on their missionary trip. Because that's what you do when you go on a missionary trip. You gotta get your nails done, and you
Yeah.
gotta get your hair did.
Yeah, you.
Duh.
I mean, that's what I would do. Yeah, that's what I do when I go on missionary trip.
Right? Yeah.
Fun fact: it was called Carmen's Beauty Salon. I noticed that.
Oh, it
and I
was.
got
Yep.
excited.
Well, I didn't know that you had a beauty salon,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I guess yes,
It was mine.
Yes, at the beauty salon, Carmen's beauty salon, and this man comes up and he has a gun, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the hell was that?" He's like, "Get in the car, get in the car," and they're like, "What? What's happening?" You know? And he throws him in the car, and like, they're just like, "Oh no,
Abducted.
it's her car, right?"
Yeah, it's her car.
And she's like driving, and he's like, "Just drive, just fucking drive."
Okay.
And
I don't think he says.
he doesn't say fucking
He's
drive.
like, just fucking drive, motherfucker.
Yeah, but this man, he's like, you know, in big glasses, because this is set in the 80s, if we hadn't
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
explained that.
Yeah, okay.
Big old glasses, and he's like, just drive, follow this way. And she's like, why are you doing this? Who are you?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know you. And he's like, you don't know who I am?
Yeah.
He like freaks out on her. He gets so mad. And she's like, no, bitch. I
No,
don't know who you
motherfucker.
are.
Dude.
Exactly.
And he's like, if you say you don't know me again, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to kill your daughter. And she's like, okay, I know you. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Great. You're my best friend.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she doesn't know him. And then he's like forcing them. They drive out of town and then they get into like the woods or something. And they're getting from her car to a car he has like parked there. You know what I mean? So like he'll drive them the rest
No,
of the
this
way.
is a different.
Right?
We're moving. So first, he puts them in the trunk. Are you talking about when he moves them to the trunk?
Yes. Of another car.
And then a bystander comes.
Right. Yes. So the bystander, Drew,
Yeah.
is this little boy. His name's Jason.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, mister, what are you doing?
Hey, bitch.
And he's like, well, I got to kidnap this kid.
Oh, God. Yeah.
So he kidnaps the kid, and there's another kid like up on the hill, like watching the whole thing
He
happen.
just leaves.
He just,
He
that would be
gets-
little me. It's like, sorry, Jason, bye.
Nah.
Yeah, not yeah.
But he saw the car, the kid that got away saw the car. So now the police are going to have that information. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, Alyson Hannigan, her daughter, and this random little boy, they're all in the trunk together.
Ugh.
Then they're changing cars,
Yeah.
right? And the man takes the little boy out, and the little boy never comes back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't show what happens.
Presumed he did.
He died.
He dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't think the movie ever really resolves that, or like is like R.I.P. Jason, person who really is dead.
There was a little postscript at the end, I think, where it was like he died,
Right.
but it's like in the actual movie, never. And I don't know if she ever even asked like, "Where is the kid?"
It was truly shocking.
Because like there was a little boy.
I mean, at
in
that
the
point-
trunk, and then he's not there. Wouldn't you at least be like, "Where is this child?" But I mean,
I
sure.
guess at
Other
that point
things.
you're like, I'm getting but
Yeah.
like I gotta figure out my own shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it was just weird because it was like, in all the previews for the movie, they were like, Alyson Hannigan and her daughter get abducted, da-da-da. And you're like, where did this little boy come from? It was truly shocking. And it was-
Yeah.
That's the yeah.
yeah. And I was like, oh, he's going to like, the little boy's going to get away or something. But no, he did. He
dead.
Dead.
He's super dead.
So the man takes them, this one, he puts them in the van, and they're driving around, and then he gets to this house, okay? And he takes them in the house, and he, like, makes them get into a closet, and he points a gun at them, and he's like, don't be crazy, don't do anything, just stay in the closet.
Yeah.
No horsing around.
Oh hell no.
No. And it's like a small closet, it's dark,
Yeah.
and...
Like closets are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's just...
Yeah. I mean, well, to be fair, I think there are smaller closets.
Right. They could stand up.
There are smaller closets.
Okay.
So, like, they have
So,
room to like lay down.
Let's
stand
give
up.
him a little credit here.
He's a good guy, this guy.
He tries. He tried.
So we cut to the husband. He's with like his sister or something. I don't know. Some blonde woman who doesn't matter.
It is his sister. I figured out
and she
that
doesn't
later
matter.
because I was like, "Are they about to kiss?"
I
And then I was
know.
like, "Oh wait, that's his."
They were brother and sister, but the actors had like some sexual tension
Yeah.
going on.
I think they.
You know.
Oh. But yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Like it just bled over
Right.
into the movie.
Yeah, they're like, we're actors in this movie and we're having a good time off camera, and it's kind of showing on camera when
Yeah.
we're supposed to
Yeah.
be sad and worried about our missing Alyson Hannigan.
Yeah.
And they're like, Alyson Hannigan is missing. Where is our daughter?
Where?
And he calls the police, but they're like, we are looking for a little boy named Jason. We don't have time to
Oh,
look for
yeah.
your dumb wife and daughter who are probably just like getting their nails done.
They're probably they're probably getting their nails done, and they're probably at Disney World.
Yeah. And he's like, you don't understand. Like, I'm a man of the faith. So when I tell my wife to come home, she's home.
She
Yeah.
back immediately.
like-
She obeys me.
She
Yes.
obeys. Yeah.
That's how they roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm told.
Yeah. No, that is how they roll.
But yeah, he doesn't really get any.
You know what? We're just gonna say it. There is some action happening in the kitchen, and it might bleed over into the
There's a
podcast.
Top Chef taping happening right now. We didn't want to say anything.
Is one? Is it not?
We don't want to brag, but Top Chef is filming in Universal Studios or Universe Head Studios, Universal Studios, and Universe Head Studios.
Is Gordon Ramsay in my kitchen, or is he not? Who knows? You'll never know.
You'll never know.
He could be. But the police are not really putting it together that the boy and
Yeah, because how would you put that together?
right. But
yeah, just on that. Yeah, no.
I'm
of course
just
not.
like, police, do your job. And it's like the sassiest woman on the phone too. She's like, your wife's missing? Who cares?
Yeah.
It's been 24 hours. Shut
We're
up.
actually
everybody's
looking for
fucking
someone
wife.
else.
Everyone's fucking wives are missing
We only have enough
Everyone.
manpower to look for one person at a time.
at one single
Sorry.
time.
So the man, he starts like interrogating Mary. He like sets up this like thing where he like records her with a 80s camera, and she's like sitting in a chair with like a spotlight on her type of deal.
Yeah, he has like video cameras and stuff, and you don't think about it because it's like cool as a video camera, but I guess this is like 1981,
Yeah.
so it's like not everyone had video cameras.
Yeah, no,
Big
that's
deal.
pretty. That's
Yeah.
pretty. Like that. Those cost a lot.
Yes. So he's like, I know you don't remember me, but my name's Ming Sen
Ming Sen
Shu.
Okay.
And he was like, I was one of your students in 9th grade math class. And it was 15 years ago. And you gave me a bad grade.
Oh, okay.
And you ruined my life. And she's like, you're doing this because I gave you a bad grade?
Oh my God, that part. I was like, right? I'm glad that
you gave me a bad grade?
Yeah.
No,
And
she's
she's like, I don't remember you because I don't remember students who I don't care about. And maybe I have an area of opportunity here to care more about my students. You're right, but this is going a little too far.
Yeah.
This is going a little too far
Might
for
have
your
been a better way.
failing grade. Yeah.
I mean, those Asian parents, man, you know, they really get on you.
True.
They'll get on you.
Well, and she's like, you know, you were definitely not one of my favorite students, and you're not ever going to be.
And you're definitely not now.
And that's what I love about this, like the writing in this, is that they let Mary kind of be sassy to Ming.
Well, they set it up like he's like, always be honest to me. Like, don't lie to me. So she's like, okay. And he's like, you know, many times, like, if I do this, like, are you going to try and run away? She's like, yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Although
Like,
you can lie
You can.
still.
Right.
Even when someone says, don't lie to me, you still can.
You sure still can.
Mm-hmm. Just remember that, guys. Remember that, everybody.
But she's a woman of the faith, and if you love God, you don't lie. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's I've been to church once. That's what they told me.
Don't lie, ever.
Don't lie.
No matter
ever.
what, even to save your life.
So Mary, and the daughter's name is Beth. I haven't said that her name is Beth.
I didn't even know her.
Mary
But yeah.
and Beth, they pray in the closet, and then Mary immediately begins to like start negotiations with Ming. She's like, "Can we go to the bathroom? You know, we're in a closet. There's nowhere to go to the bathroom. Like, can we like have privileges to go to the bathroom?" And he's like, I didn't think about this. Like, there's a pot in there, and she's like, we're not
gonna go pee in the pot.
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
We're gonna pee in the
So
bathroom.
that's not happening. And he's like, okay, because he like lets her go to the bathroom.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. He lets her go to the bathroom, and it's like she's looking. Of course, she goes in and immediately he's like opening all the things. She doesn't even turn on a faucet. Like, she's just like, okay, I'm gonna just start making all this noise. What are you doing?
Yeah. So he, of course, is like, you're trying to escape. And then he throws her back in. He's like, you can't escape.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like, come on, lady.
Is this when he chains them together?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like escalating this, like, okay, you thought I was kidding and you thought this was cute, but I'm chaining you with your daughter and you're going to be chained together in this closet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he does that so they can't escape. And then she keeps like negotiating with him. Like anytime he opens the door, she's like trying to like get a little bit more like push to
Smart.
where she's in control. Just
Yeah.
like little things.
Just
too.
little tiny thing.
And he like rewards her for being good and like pretending that they're a family because that's what he wants to
Right.
be a family with them. You know.
He does, because he's like totally insane. And she's like, do you love me? And he's like, yeah, I do. And she's like, if you loved me though, why would you be hurting me like this? Like,
Do you see the
Yeah.
logic there?
right. And
Yeah.
she's like, you should just let us go. You should let us go home. But he's like,
He's like,
this
"Yeah,
makes
that's
him
not gonna work."
more angry. He gets angry. He gets aggressive. And he's like feeling kind of rejected by her because, you know, he wants her to love him.
Are you
Right.
talking about the part?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Well, no, I don't think we're there
Okay.
yet.
all
I
right.
don't think we're there
We'll
yet.
Get there. We'll get
But
there.
he realizes, like, also as Mary is like trying to get him to reason with this, because she's like really trying to like go through it from like a, like, I'm gonna connect you as a person, and then I'm gonna like logically step you through this. And she's like, my husband's gonna be looking for me. He's probably already called the police. I'm supposed to be going on a missionary trip. He's gonna know that I'm gone.
Oh right.
Right.
And so then he has to write the letter.
Yes. So he makes her write a letter to the husband, and it's like, you know, needed to take some time for myself, whatever, had to go. Sorry.
Yeah.
See you soon. Love you. Bye. And he's like, don't put anything sneaky in there because I'm going to read it.
I'm gonna write it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would have been like, You know that thing where the first letter of each sentence spells out help?
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
Well, he would have caught that maybe.
No.
No, or if he was
failed,
just a big old dum
He
dum.
failed the class. He's not going to know my secret trick.
That's true.
Like, we're working with somebody
That's
with
true.
a sub-level IQ, okay?
Yeah.
Well, but he's really good at computers.
Oh, true. Maybe he's just smart in a different way.
He might be good at coding, but then you got to have like that. You got to have that like weird. You got to have that secret thing with your spouse. You got to have that like
Code word.
where it's a code word or it's a like
Yeah,
if I ever
true.
say this, it means this.
Yeah.
But a thing that you say is a normal thing that you would say to. So everyone have that with your spouse or your partner.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
I mean, we covered this type of stuff a lot on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to have things in place to protect yourself because people be crazy.
People be
Yeah.
crazy.
People be crazy. Speaking of crazy, Ming is like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Alyson Hannigan / Mary, I'm going to let you out of this place tomorrow, and your daughter, I'm going to set you free. I asked you to do what I want you to do right now. And what he wants her to do, I'm having a problem speaking, is have sex with him.
Go to the bone zone.
Bone zone. We're
and
going bone zone here. Okay.
yeah, and he's like, I want you to, like, he goes into like extreme detail. He's like, I want you to like make the sounds that you're making when you do it with your husband, because when you do it
Yeah.
with me, because do they have
Yeah,
sex?
at first
and-
they do it, and then he was like, "That's not how you do it to your husband." And she's like, "Hold on,
You don't know how I do it with my-
Excuse me, you don't know how I do it.
You don't know
with
how
my
I do
husband."
that.
yeah, turns
But
out he
then
does.
He does, because he's put cameras or microphones or something.
He was
literally
in
does.
her
stalking
home.
them.
Great.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's been stalking her for months,
Yeah.
following her around. Like, I mean, that is some really weird shit, like peeping Tom stuff, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gordon! Sorry, Gordon Ramsay is just like really going hard on the
It
risotto
might
right
be
now.
Gordon Ramsay. It might not be Gordon Ramsay.
Like, we don't even know if that picks up on the microphone, so it might be a
So,
new
sorry,
player.
but if it is,
So, okay, 14 days later, they're in captivity still, and the husband, his name's Love. He gets
His name is Irv.
Oh, what did I write? Oh, I wrote Love.
his name is Love.
I wrote Love, but I guess his name's Irv. Whatever. It's the same idea. It's basically like a sound that you make, like Love, Irv.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Irv is more like
Irv.
a fart
Right.
onomatopoeia. It's like Irv.
Irv.
Yeah.
So he gets a letter and he's like,
Did you just Irv, man?
he's like, I know this letter was forced.
Yeah,
And he's like,
my wife would never.
never,
Never.
never. And he's like, police, you need to take this serious. And he's like, the police are like, okay, we will now. And they're like, oh, look, the post marking is from the state. So they're still in the state. That's good, right?
He's like, I guess it would be better if she was here, but
Right.
sure,
It'd be better
we'll
if you
take
took
it.
my my call seriously like 14 days ago, you know?
Yeah.
So Ming is like, still has them in captivity.
Yeah,
and
Ming is gonna Ming.
he's going to Ming. It's Mary's birthday.
Ming got a Ming, man.
And he's like, oh, Mary, I threw a birthday party for you. And he comes. I know. I know.
It's really
so-
sweet.
He went to Jewel. He got a birthday cake.
Or Albertsons,
grocery
or wherever
store.
that would be.
Yeah, and they sing like the saddest rendition of "Happy Birthday" ever.
Was it like in a minor key?
Almost. I mean,
The daughter is singing in like a
birthday.
falsetto.
it was like
it's really
real
weird.
pitchy. Like the actors like could
That's
not
fun.
sing.
That's fun and creepy, though.
Yes,
I like that.
and Mary is kind of like she's again being honest. She's like, well, I've had better birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had better ones.
Right. So flash to 24 days in captivity, and Mary is still like, having hope because of her faith and praying. And I think we get like a voiceover here of her being like, after so long, I really had God, and that was all I had. But it also showed me that I was a really strong person.
Okay.
And she steals a piece of mail or something from like a counter when she's let out of the room.
Yeah.
And she gives it to her daughter. She's like, you need to memorize this address. If we ever get out of here, you have to tell the police or tell the first person you see, this is the address that we're staying at.
Yeah.
And that daughter's like, I can't
I don't
remember.
I don't know what addresses are.
The daughter is like such a goody-goody, and it's funny because like obviously the daughter of this woman would be a goody-goody,
Right.
But she keeps being like, you have to be a lot more mature and older than you are right now. She's like, get it together, basically, because the daughter's
You
like,
need to be
don't
a
do this,
bitch.
he might
You
get
need to
mad
be
at
a
us
bitch.
again,
Yeah.
and she's like, no,
Yeah.
we gotta come on.
The daughter is so like, Mommy, don't make the man mad.
You're like,
And
She's
Alyson
like, bitch,
Hannigan,
do you want to live?
yeah, we're gonna live.
you
and
need to
you're
shut your mouth up.
exactly.
Mama gonna handle it.
And also, one more thing about the daughter that really drove me crazy. So she gets a present from Ming, and it's like one of those bleep bloop, like, you know, those 80s like football games. So she's like trapped.
It's like a blackjack.
Yes.
Fucking
Yes.
It's like,
Yes.
beep, boop,
Yes.
beep, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
So Mary is like trapped in a closet all day, all the time with her daughter with a little bleep bloop like
Yeah,
game.
there's definitely a scene where it's just close up of
Kill
her
me.
face with the noises in the background, and you just are like,
And you're like, yep. Okay.
damn, that
Get it.
sucks.
Of
Get it.
all the things Ming did, except for the raping, which is terrible,
Yeah.
this might be a close second.
Oh, yeah.
A distant second, but still,
Yeah. Very distant. But
you know, it's up there.
Yeah.
It's top 5.
so like, look, he raped me, and I kind of was like, okay, maybe this will
Kidnapping,
get out of
chaining,
my
trapped in a
thing.
closet, raping, and then this.
And
Yeah.
then the fucking little handheld blackjack game that dinged every time.
Yes. So when the time is
Yeah.
right, Mary and her daughter pretend to be asleep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they hear like someone coming, and they're like, we're going to pretend to be asleep, and then he'll just go away. And then they're like, wait, there's like Ming's like blasting music right
yeah,
now.
they're like, this is not like me.
That's so out of character for him. And then they're like, oh my God, it's coming from the basement. Someone lives in the basement. And they start banging on the floor. They're like, help, help, help.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. But Ming, of course, is, you know,
He can
He's
hear
too
it.
smart for
he's
that.
too smart. He's like, oh, that's my roommate. I've already padded the walls and the floors. Like, my roommate's never going to hear you. He's been out of town, but he's back now. And y'all better be on your best behavior.
He
And he
really
plays the
did
drums.
Think of it. He really
He's
did.
a drummer. And he
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
and he has strong arms. He's a drummer.
the roommate is his cousin named Brian. And he's been away, but, you know, he is clearly oblivious to everything happening in his house.
Yes.
Totally oblivious.
Yeah. Yep.
So Ming gets an opportunity. Oh, wait. Does he kick him out of the house or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ming kicks the cousin out of the house because he like can't risk it.
He keeps just like showing up into his apartment for beers, and he just can't have that.
Yeah.
Can't have that. You can't have someone like kidnapped and then also your cousin just coming in for beer. Like, come on.
Cuz, bro,
Yeah. It's like,
let's fucking get some beers and just get fucking drunk,
exactly. And he's like drinking beer. And then Ming's like, get out of my house. And he's like, can I finish my beer?
Yeah,
dude,
he's so
like-
confused.
It's like, no.
God, what,
Nope.
man? Used to be cool.
But Ming gets a chance to go to Chicago. Okay.
Oh, that's where we are.
That's where
yeah.
we are for a job conference. And he's like, I got this job conference. And he tells Mary about it. And he's like, if I get to go, would you guys come with me?
Yeah, would you want to go?
And would you be on your best behavior and not
Yeah.
try to escape?
Would you guys be cool?
And she's like, you know, I probably would try to escape, but I'll still go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, great.
Why would you?
So he video records her more, and he like tells her that like God's forsaken her because like he wouldn't let this happen to her if there was a God.
I mean, that's a good.
That is a good argument.
That is a fucking good argument, though.
She doesn't see it that way, Drew. She sees it as an opportunity, and maybe if she wasn't the teacher that she thought she was, she, you know, wouldn't have failed her students like she did in this instance.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not her fault, though.
But that's how she rationales it. And,
Okay,
and he's
that's a
like,
stupid way to do that, but yeah,
Right?
okay.
And but then he like puts her in the RV, and they all start going to Chicago together, and they're
An
like
RV party.
an RV party.
Yeah.
And
Are they still chained together?
No, I think they're apart from each other now.
Okay, so they've earned.
They are chained together.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So
In the RV.
Mary sees a cop. They stop at a rest stop, and she sees a cop, and they're parked at this gas station, and she's like about to be like banging on the window, like help, help, help. But Ming pulls out the gun. He's like, "You don't want to do that because I will kill you. I will kill your daughter. I will kill the cop. I will kill the gas station attendant. I will kill that hooker over there trying to get some Johns.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, the hooker? Don't kill the hooker.
She's got a heart of gold.
Yes. So she's like, oh, fuck. You know, I'm so caught. I'm so caught here. So he goes to the conference. Like, they finally get to Chicago. He's like, all right, I'm leaving. Be good. I trust you.
Wow.
Well, not quite that, no. He says, I have microphones. I have this whole place rigged with microphones. So if you say anything like that you're trying to get away, I'll hear you.
Yes.
And he says that he has them tied together and rigged to the gas tank so that if they pull open, like if they break free, the whole camper will explode. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't just leave them. He just leaves them.
Well,
so he leaves them in the camper.
Yeah.
He does, but he like mentally fucks with them. And Beth, the daughter's like, oh my God, Mom, we can't do anything. And Alyson Hannigan's like, fuck you.
Come on, we gotta try some shit.
Bullshit.
Like, come on.
So she like takes away like there's covering on the windows, of course. She takes away the covering, and there's some skater boys out there. Mm-hmm. And Avril Lavigne shows up, and she's like, she wants a skater boy, just up to your little boy.
Yep.
And it's like, Avril, get out of the movie.
Avril has been alive for a long time.
I know. She was an 80s pop star, if you didn't know. And then she got plastic surgery and she came back in the aughts.
She came back. Just like me.
But no, the skater boys are like, Alyson Hannigan's like being unloaded. She's like, help me. Sorry, is that like ASMR? Okay, sorry. But the skater boys are like, haha, what a funny prank.
What a stupid person.
They're like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Look at you. Hey, look at that stupid bitch. Fucking try to say help.
You know, never trust a skater. Never trust a skater boy, okay?
Don't do it.
But since they don't get out, Ming's like, okay, you guys really are like in this to win this. You get a special privilege for being so good. So he lets Beth call the father on Father's Day.
Yeah,
and
was sweet.
It's like sad because like the dad's like, where are you? Are you okay? And Beth's like, we're fine. The man won't let me say anything else.
Yeah, I mean, she's a goody-goody. She's not gonna, no.
Yeah.
He doesn't let Mary, like Mary would have like thrown some code in there. I don't know, but.
Yeah, like he's taking advantage of how stupid her fucking kid is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he like the father, Irv or Love, whatever.
Yeah,
he's like crying and having like his moment with the phone because the daughter, and he's like, ooh. And
he knows that like she's saying that they're captive.
He knows that they're captive, and she's like, we're alive.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
And there's nothing he can do. So they've been gone for 45 days at this point, and I think that he just like is hopeless because the police can't find him. They've been gone for so long.
Yeah, there is like investigation and like they're trying to
that's not
figure
that long,
out
though.
What happened, but in the end it's not like they figure out who it is and they go find them. But
No.
Yeah, but there is like
you would not be able to get away with this.
Maybe they would have
No,
eventually found. That's true because they're like, oh, what is it? Like some Asian man showed up to her parents' house. Mm-hmm.
I heard a seagull in the background.
yeah. I mean, the detective work in this is like, I mean, we're talking like 80s. So
yeah, you can't do.
There's
you
not
can't
a
do
lot.
Shit. I don't even know how could you even have been a detective?
Well, and there's no witnesses or anything to the crime, or the only witness was murdered. So,
right,
except for that other little boy who, clearly didn't give out good intel.
Yeah, didn't give anything. He just was like, nah. So, he was little Patrick, being like,
right,
nah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't want to get involved.
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
So we're at 49 days of captivity. They are like now being zip lined together, like zip tied or zip lined because like. Someone tried to go to the bathroom and it didn't go well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And
it didn't go well.
Somehow, Mary convinces Ming to let her watch fireworks for the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah. This was weird, too.
This was so weird. And this is a true story. This really happened. She's like, let's be a family. You made me that birthday and you took me on that nice trip to Chicago. Like, let's go watch the 4th of July fireworks in my favorite park. Hoping that her husband will be there too and see her. And he's like, I'll take you, but don't don't act crazy and try to like yell
None
for
of
help.
that funny business.
Yeah, he's
see?
like, I will kill everyone there.
Yeah, I'll kill everyone there. I brought my gun, so he gets him in the RV. They go to the park,
How much ammunition do you have, buddy?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they get out. They get out of the RV, and
I'll kill everyone with this knife.
fireworks start going off. Okay, and then Katy Perry shows up, and she's like, "Baby, you're a firework." You know what I mean?
She's another one of those vampire kind
There
of
are
people.
some really interesting celebrity cameos in this one.
Yeah. And I was like, Katy Perry, that's great.
Katy Perry, get out of here.
But as Katy Perry,
But don't get out of here.
as Katy
Just
Perry
stay.
is singing on stage in the 80s, there's like police that are just like laughing and like not paying attention. And Mary's like, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm the woman that's missing. Look at me, look at me. And they don't. They don't. So we're at 53 days later. Like she gets out, goes to this thing. Nothing happens.
Yep.
You know? And you're like, this is where she's going to get saved. Nope. No. 53 days later, or in captivity, and 4 minutes left in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's never going to get out of here.
How did she get this movie out?
Mary unhinges the door.
Yeah. Which is like crazy that all of a sudden,
I mean, she must have been working at it for a while. And
I
we just
guess,
didn't
but
see
in
it.
the movie, they make it seem like she was like, oh, maybe if because they're tied to a door.
She has
He lets
superhuman
them,
strength.
He lets them out of the closet eventually, and he's like, you can be in the room, but I'm going to tie you together to the door. So she's like, oh, maybe if I unhinge the door.
Yes. And she's like, Beth, you need to leave right now. And Beth is like, we're going to get in trouble. And she's like, no, we're leaving right now. And they run out. She calls the police from the rotary phone in the house.
Yeah,
right?
she calls the police before they leave.
And she's like, this is the address that I'm at. Come here right away. And the police are like, we're on our way. So outside, it's like her and Beth. And they're like running. And the detective comes. I think they're still chained together, too.
Yeah.
The detective comes.
Oh, no, they're chained together because there's a very dramatic the next scene.
Yeah.
When they're unchained.
Right. And the Ming, he is like, wait, how does he get into custody?
Oh, they just go to his job and
Right.
arrest him.
They're like, hey, you,
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
very like
You live at this address, right?
anticlimactic. They're just like, oh, they got him.
Yep, they put him in handcuffs. Mary and Beth are reunited with Irv.
Yeah, at the police
I wrote it right there.
station, like there's this very like sweet, like they kiss and it's so romantic. After that, then the police chief comes and uses like wire cutters to
Yes.
To unhook them.
I was like, wait, so you let them go and this whole time we haven't I guess I had to take pictures for evidence, but
Sure.
still, like, come on, get them out of the
Right? Unchain them,
on.
please. And then everyone in the precinct claps.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a round of applause.
Hell
Job
yeah.
well done. We did it, guys.
Hell yeah, guys.
We did absolutely
yeah, it's
nothing.
Like all of a
Good
sudden, the
Good
the
job,
married couple are
everyone.
kissing and everyone's clapping, and I'm like, it's a rom-com
Hell
now.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Totally rom-com.
What a weird.
Totally
what a-
rom-com ending.
What a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
It was strange. So that is a movie. I brought a clip today of the real Mary.
Yeah, I saw this after the movie. They had this
Oh, they had a
interesting
clip.
like documentary.
Okay.
Yeah, they do like a whole documentary thing after with the riff from the headline series. So this is not from that. This is from Inside Edition or something. But it kind of gives an overview of the things so Drew can see like the actual people talking and explaining what happened, and you can see the just the real life people. So because it's important. Let me make sure this sound is on because I'm having sound issues with this.
The new update, am I right?
It's terrible. I don't even understand.
Come on,
All
Apple.
throw pillows.
Here we go.
And that closet became our home for the next 7.5 weeks.
Mary was repeatedly raped by her kidnapper.
You'll make love to me the way you did to your husband.
During the manhunt, the kidnapper allowed little Beth to make a phone call to her dad on Father's Day. The FBI taped the call.
Hello, Dad.
Yes, Bethy. Are you okay?
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. When can you come home?
I don't know.
Can I talk to him?
No.
He hammered it into us. If I ran away, he'd kill her. If you did anything, he'd kill me.
The movie shows their dramatic escape.
We gotta go. Mom, don't. He's gonna get mad.
Their kidnapper, Min Sen Shu, is still in prison after nearly 40 years. Here's how he looks today. And Mary and Beth say they've recovered from their terrifying ordeal.
By having a wonderful life afterwards, in some ways, it's the best way to not let him win.
Okay, you get the idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that clip didn't even go into the shit in the documentary where they're like, and then at the trial,
Oh, I didn't hear this.
you didn't watch the. Okay.
Of course not. I don't have time to watch after the movie. I have to watch another
So-
movie.
At the trial, Ming got out of his handcuffs, came up behind Mary, and stabbed her in the face.
What?
And she has a scar.
With what did he stab her? A shiv?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
What kind of bailiff?
I know these.
What is happening?
This is making me mad with these police.
Yeah. And he
the-
like said like, if I ever get out, I will kill you. But yet he still had a parole hearing. Why does this man
What? No.
no parole hearing?
No. He should be in jail forever.
Yes.
Yeah, you're done,
Forever.
man. You're done, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
done,
he's,
dude.
He is crazy.
A bad person. Okay, so that wraps up our conversation about Abducted, the Mary Stauffer Story.
Also, Prayers in the Closet. That was like my alternate title.
Oh yes, prison.
Prayers in the Closet.
I know. I was like thinking of like so many trapped in a closet jokes, but I'm like, R. Kelly's canceled. I can't do trapped in the closet.
No.
So Carmen, we'll start with you. Pour it up, put a cork in it. What are you gonna do to this movie?
I'm gonna pour it the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we knew that at the beginning, but why?
I mean, again, I'm not a big Lifetime movie person, which, you know, it's just me personally. I can't, sometimes the acting is just, leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah,
but
it's
I
hard to deal
think
with,
the
yeah.
story here was so good that the acting was fine. Like, it was, I'm not going to say it was like Academy Award acting, but like, I think it just all came together to be like, this was really entertaining.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I mean, that's what movies are for, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
It's
we
true.
watch movies for.
Drew, how about
Be
you?
entertained. I mean, I'm going to pour it up. I'm going to pour it up for the movie that you described to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a cork in the problems, like in the reality of this thing.
Well,
though.
right. That's why it's a rip from the headlines. It's crazy.
Fair, yeah.
That's
I don't pour
ridiculous.
up the abduction.
Or no,
of
not
Mary
not even the
Stauffer.
others, but like
Okay.
I'm gonna not like the way this was handled.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a cork in that.
Oh, yeah.
Not the. Of course, I would always put a cork in abductions and violence and that
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But the way this was handled, guys,
Get
come
it together. Get
on.
it together. I'm also pouring it up. I thought Alyson Hannigan did a really good job. I haven't seen her do any dramatic stuff ever. So,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like when, in Buffy, she had like some drama moments.
Yeah,
but,
some dramatic moments.
But I mean,
she's
like,
great,
not
Buffy.
really. Like, she was more like the comic relief and like in American Pie and all that stuff. So I was surprised by her acting. I was like, oh, wow, she's pretty good. And I think
Comedic actors are great actors, though.
there you go. They
what
can
I
do both.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked that. And then I also liked, the costuming and everything was good. I thought like they really nailed like the vibe.
Yeah.
And then, the story is like actually really scary.
Yeah.
So I liked that Lifetime did it in a way that wasn't so Lifetimey where it was like ridiculous.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I saw a movie
good.
this weekend called The Killer Contractor, and I swear to God, a woman falls through the ceiling to the floor of the next room, and she's totally fine.
It's very real.
They're like, "Oh, you didn't get a concussion." She's like, "Great."
Oh, you didn't.
They put her arm in a
you didn't have
sling,
to
and
go
then
to
she
the
moves
hospital?
on.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, pour it up. All right. So that wraps up our conversation about this movie. But before we go, let's do a Candace.
What you say? Candace Cameron Bure. On my wedding day, catch the bouquet. Candace hates the gays. Candace Cameron Bure. Drinking rosé, eating creme brulee. Can't share with me. Candace Cameron Bure. Yeah. What you say? Candace Cameron Bure.
Okay, what you say, Candace Cameron Bure?
Do you think she's ever heard that song, by the way?
Probably. I think she has.
I hope she has, and I hope she gets a kick out of it.
I mean, Candace,
I hope you get a kick out of it. It's all for fun.
that's all
Sure.
good fun.
Yeah. No, it's all, yeah.
All right, so I have a clip today. she's starting to hawk her holiday stuff because holidays are here. If you didn't know,
there, I guess so.
They start, in July.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's a little clip of her. Again, my sound issues where I have to go like this. Oh, wait. I think I just saw a little picture in the top. Hold on. Got it.
Proud of this collection, and it's been a dream to bring it to you. I take being Queen of Christmas very seriously.
Okay.
But truly, I love this line because it's all about bringing a simple, meaningful Christmas back into your home. And that's my plan this year. I want to think about spending more time with my family and my friends and enjoying the holiday and not stressing out about it being perfectly decorated or perfectly done. I just want it simple and meaningful, but beautiful all at the same time. And I think that this collection does just that. I hope you think so too.
Okay. So
Okay.
she has a Christmas ornament line in partnership with Hallmark this year. So she has been hawking that on Instagram all the time.
Don't buy those.
Don't buy them. I mean, like, the thing is, like, I like that she's saying that, you know, Christmas shouldn't be about decorating and being perfect, because it shouldn't. But also, you don't really need new fancy decorations.
Right. Yeah. It's like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but buy my shit.
Right.
So it can be perfect.
I mean, I get it.
Exactly.
Look, get it, girl. You know,
it's a natural evolution of her business and her brand. I get it.
I am not shitting on you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, I want her to be okay. I honestly do. I want her to be okay. I want her to be. I feel like she's losing it. I do feel like she's she's losing it, and I just want Candace. I want you to be okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I'll say about her.
The biggest thing for me, you know, selling your merchandise on Instagram, we do the same thing. So buy our merchandise, okay? And but what was funny to me was, like, she's like, I'm the Queen of Christmas. And I'm like,
not okay with that.
You're the self-appointed Queen of Christmas.
You are.
She's a Queen of Christmas. I said it. She's a Queen of Christmas.
She is a Queen of Christmas. I don't know what a Queen is.
She's not the Queen.
But that's
She's
not
a Queen.
The queen. And I'll tell you what, Candace, you're not the Queen of Christmas. My mama is. My mama.
Everyone's mom.
Miss Claus,
I was thinking Mrs. Claus too.
You know, that's cool.
But sure.
Oh no, my mom is Mama Christmas.
There you
She's
go.
Mama Christmas. So
there you go.
So
I don't know. The Queen of Christmas is a big title.
And it actually kind of sounds like a villain. Like, you're kind of making yourself a villain in there. Like it's like the Ice Queen of Christmas.
Right. I mean, but she meant Queen of Christmas.
She's the Queen.
So that is how now we will refer to her, the Queen of Christmas.
The Queen of Christmas. We do not. Queen is not a word.
We don't know what Queen means, if it means something.
It doesn't mean a thing. But it's not Queen.
Very true.
Definitely not.
All right. I think that wraps up this episode. Carmen, do you have anything you'd like to plug in the pluggy time?
Sure. You can follow my cat's Instagram. It's not really active right now, but it's Derpy McNugget.
Derpy
That's
McNugget.
Great. That's a great
What a cutie.
thing. Yep. You can follow me at Drew But With Pants. And my band, The Limbos. Spotify, iTunes, all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you both for being here.
Ooh, thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, listeners, for checking back in with Lifetime on Court. We watch these movies, so you don't have to. But if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can call us at 872-267-4117. Leave a review or just say Merry Christmas for the Christmas episodes that we'll be recording in, like, no time at all.
Yeah, we'll play it.
We'll play it, and we'll have a jolly Christmas family all together. And, we'll have our Queen of Christmas there, too. All right, that's all I have. You can follow me at Patrick Miguel or the podcast at Lifetime in Court. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.